Yo, what's up, Bonehawk? Shujinkydink here. Welcome to a video all about Jacqui and fighting against her, specifically her leap pressure. So you know your options, you know what you can do, what you can't do, where you're going to get hit, where you might not get hit. There's a lot to unpack here. Sakayo really helped me out with this one a lot. I'm just basically recording this information, so thank you so much, Sakayo. I appreciate it. And let's talk about your options.
Accept your death.
So most Jacqui players start this off the 4-3-1 string that I've seen. There could be other strings, but from what I understand, this is universal. So if she does a leap into one blast and then tries to do an attack afterwards, you can anti-air her between the blast and the actual jump attack. But you want to make sure that she does the blast first and meter burns that, and then you can anti-air, and I'll show you what that looks like. Also important when you practice this in practice mode that you set the block mode to stance, hold, and stand, because otherwise when you go to replay the AI, she'll just fly all over the place because it wasn't recorded with the blocking. So just thought I'd show you that. So there you go. That's option number one. That is option number one. She has a couple different options here. So let's go. Whoa, easy there, girl. Okay, so option number two. She does whatever string, and she does a blast in the air over top of you, like this thing. Then she cancels it into another blast into a jump attack. So here's how that works. You can anti-air after the second blast, but before her jump attack. If you try to anti-air after the first blast, the second blast will hit you. So this is where the kind of reads come in, that if you think she's only going to do one blast and then the jump attack, you could try to anti-air. If she thinks you're going to try to anti-air her, she can do a second blast and then smoke you with a jump attack into it. So here's how to counter that one. There you go. That one's pretty tricky. I would work on the timing of that just so you have the option available. What the heck is she doing? This is what happens when you just leave the AI going freaking nuts, Sometimes I just like to do that and just watch. See the chaos that ensues. So again, so single blast and air attack, anti-air between that. Always anti-air before when you think they're going to do the actual jump attack. I had to use a down one with Baraka because it was pretty tight. Trying to get like the standing one or my down two, something like that. Your character may be different. They may have an option. You know your character better than I do, unless you play Baraka. I'm just kidding. You probably know Baraka better than I do. Anyways, let's go into the next scenario. Scenario 3. She does a jump into a blast into an empty jump to just land beside you. This is unsafe. You can just straight up punish this. If you let her get away with this, there's absolutely, it's on you. It's on you. So you got to try and react to that. But just so you know, here's what that looks like. So you can see here, oh, hold on. Let me move my fat head for a second. You can see here, minus 17 if she just does nothing and goes straight into it. So you want to make sure that you punish her for that with whatever you want to use to punish. So there's that scenario. So we've covered the most common scenarios that I've run into myself. The big part of this is you really need to pay attention to her meter, because if she only has one bar of offensive meter, there's no guess on that second blast. So you can be free to make your read on the anti-air. If she has both bars of defensive meter, then you know that the chance is there, but she's burning both bars. So then for the next little while, she can't do any cancels really. So she's probably going to be trying to do things like staggers, probably throws, because throws will kind of take a little bit more time and allow her to build that meter back. So you really want to be on the lookout for that. And pay attention, because each Jacqui player is going to have their own little quirks and stuff like that they do when they run out of meter. Same with defensive meter. To actually keep her super close to you or to go super far, she needs defensive meter. So if she doesn't have defensive meter, she can only do the regular leap forward, and sometimes that's not really that scary. So if she has no defensive meter, probably not going to leap unless you're like in the perfect range for it. So those are things to consider. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments down below. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and let me know what you need help with in Mortal Kombat 11, and I can make a video about it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, because it really helps me out, and subscribe if you haven't, because I make new videos almost every single day. Hashtag Bonehawks, all that stuff, and we'll see all you guys in the next video.